forecast first. Sponsored by Matex Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing.
Well, good evening to you. Lots of cloud cover, but it is still rather mild out there tonight. Had a couple of showers earlier, but later this week, things are going to start to get really active in terms of precipitation. But tonight, we are seeing a huge contrast in the temps because there's a warm front. You can almost pick it out where the green switches to the blue. This front here separating the colder air. You can see the 30s in northern and western Illinois, and then 50s. Even almost still near 60 in Effingham right now. Expecting a lot of cloud cover in the morning. For the kids at the bus stop, colder, 38 on the way to school, only the lower 40s for highs. All right, things get interesting tomorrow night and into Wednesday. We're tracking the latest wintry storm system that's heading our way. That's coming up. WCIA 3 News starts right now.
Now from WCIA 3 News.
It hurts when you lose a loved one.
And one family is asking why after a man was shot and killed in a car.
Plus, some lost their homes in a deadly apartment fire over the weekend. How they're getting back on their feet.
He's only in second grade, but he has a lot of heart to give. And now he's helping people all the way across the world.
You're watching your local news leader. This is WCIA 3 News at 10.
It wasn't until 2 hours into his surgery that we were notified that he didn't make it.
People are mourning the death of a man who was shot and killed early this morning. Tonight, friends and family gathered for a candlelight vigil for him. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini.
And I'm Jessica Coons. As the family gathered to honor the victim, police continue to search for his accused killer. The shooting happened just before 3 a.m. near Mariner Way and Harbor Estates Lane in Champaign. 33-year-old Ryan Allen Davis died at the hospital a few hours later. WCIA 3's Jennifer Jensen is live in the newsroom tonight. Jennifer, what does his family have to say about all of this?
Jessica, Davis's sudden death has put the family into a whirlwind of emotions as they cope with the fact that the killer has not been arrested yet. Police are looking for 33-year-old DeAndre Miller. This is his picture here. He's wanted for that murder. Officials say when they got to the scene, Davis was found shot in his stomach inside a car. He was rushed into surgery but didn't make it. The investigation shows Davis was sitting in the parked car when Miller came up, shot into it, and then drove off. Davis has a 6-year-old daughter. His family shared this picture of them together. They say she was the center of his life. And tonight, family and friends released balloons and lit candles in his memory. But tragic questions remain unanswered as they think about how he died.
It hurts. It hurts when you lose a loved one, and you never think it'll be you or your family. And for me to wake up and say that was the last time I talked to him, that's the last time I saw him, and you just never think it's going to be you, and you want to make sure every conversation you have with a loved one is on a positive note because you just never know.
Davis's family says he knew Miller and once called him a friend. As we said, Miller has not been arrested. If you have any more information on where Miller is, contact Champaign Police. In the newsroom, I'm Jennifer Jensen, WCIA 3, your local news leader.
Hopefully they can get some answers soon. Jennifer, thank you.
A visitation was held tonight for 2 of last week's plane crash victims. Many paid their respects to former Springfield Mayor Frank Edwards and Sangamon County Coroner Cinda Edwards. First responders and people from across Sangamon County attended the visitation. The Edwards were very involved in the community. Before being elected coroner, Cinda Edwards worked as a nurse, and her husband Frank Edwards was chief of the Springfield Fire Department before being elected mayor.
I knew both of them fairly well, and they were both good people. The service itself was very casual, down to earth, and a lot of people are here from really all over the country. I've seen a lot of retired people and people that work with them, and it's really a nice service.
The funeral will be tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Westside Christian Church. The Edwards family friend John Evans also died in the crash. His service will be Wednesday. Now for an update, the Menard County community is coming together after a deadly apartment fire. It started Friday night in Petersburg. It burned for 12 hours and the whole building was destroyed. The owner of a clothing store in Athens decided to hold a clothing drive to replenish what people lost in the fire. More than 750 pounds of clothing have been donated.
But this blew away my expectations. We had people coming in from Loami, from Taylorville, from Waverly. We had people from all over Central Illinois who wanted to help out.
Kissick sent all of the clothes to the Give and Take thrift store in Petersburg, where they're giving the clothes away to people. This is on top of the work the Menard County Housing Authority is working on, finding temporary homes for those who lost theirs. We have a follow-up from 6 o'clock. Urbana Council members spoke about changing the city's liquor code for the first time in 25 years.
They revised the current proposed code more than 20 times already, and there may be another revision coming. WCIA 3's Emily Braun is with us. So, Emily, what are some of the big takeaways in this?
Well, Jessica, most of the new liquor code was about getting rid of liquor code classes that weren't being used and consolidating current ones in a way that makes sense for Urbana's sales, events, restaurants, and bars today. But a big topic of discussion was age restrictions. The council was originally talking about banning anyone 18 and under from staying in bars after 9 p.m. That would match Champaign's liquor law code. But after tonight, council wants to keep the age at 18 and up, rather than Champaign's 19 and up. The council members listened to insight from a woman who scouts talent for a local bar.
It's very important for freshmen to be able to come in and get to see a concert, because it's not about the bar, it's about the show that they're getting to experience. So I will echo, and I know this has already been discussed, but I will echo that I think the 18 and up age rider is really important to us.
And speaking of that rider that the city was proposing, that would allow people age 14 to 18 to be in bars for performance events until a certain time, like 10 p.m. That was the original plan, but tonight the city talked about flexing those age parameters, even considering all ages. So there are still revisions that need to take place. No action was taken tonight, and we will let you know when the final liquor code will come up for a vote. Jessica.
A lot of details to be figured out there.
Yep.
Emily, thank you. Paxton is a big step closer to getting the money for the Paxton Grand Old Flag near the PBL High School football field. This project has been in the works for months. The flagpole will be 150 feet with a 30 by 60 foot American flag. Everyone in the picture on your screen donated $1,000 or more to make this flag happen. They are now well over halfway to the fundraising goal, which is almost $40,000. The hope is to install the pole in April and raise the flag by Flag Day in June.
Staff at Warrensburg Latham say some of their students are having a difficult time dealing with failure. They're asking parents to teach their kids more about being resilient and developing grit when things don't go as planned. The superintendent is offering a book study. It's based on the book How to Raise an Adult. The district will post questions on Facebook and Twitter each week.
I think parents with really good intentions try to sometimes remove obstacles for our kids. And by doing that, we really have removed the opportunity for our kids to learn and develop that confidence in themselves and their own ability.
This is a voluntary assignment for parents. The first questions will be posted online next week. And just into our newsroom, there will be no class tomorrow for students at Central High School in Champaign. A leak was found underneath the floor of the cafeteria. To repair it, they had to break through the concrete and do asbestos abatement. The school was hoping to have it finished by tomorrow morning, but they're letting parents know now that their students do not have class tomorrow. However, teachers and staff still have to report.
A second grader in Ford County is raising money for wildlife in Australia as crews continue to battle fires there. He's selling t-shirts he designed himself. The January theme for Carson Brown's second grade class at GCMS Elementary was empathy. And he had a lot of that after hearing about the fires in Australia, and he also loves drawing animals. So he drew this koala, picked the color, and his mom helped with the rest. And before he knew it, his classmates and teacher were wearing the t-shirt he designed.
I really like drawing other things like in real life, so that reminds me of Australia, and that's the sad part about Australia, the wildfires.
His goal was to raise $100. So far, he's been able to raise $1,400. If you would like to buy one of those t-shirts, we'll have information on WCIA.com.
Police protected serve, but one city wants to let kids know cops go beyond that. They want to bring them together.
Plus, if you stayed inside today, you missed out. Why this warm weather is just a passing breeze.
And Illinois basketball's winning streak may have been snapped, but it didn't hit them very hard.